तव कथामृतम् तप्तजीवनम् कविभिरीडितम् कल्मषापहम् श्रवणमङ्गलम् श्रीमदाततम् भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः.
Om Tava Kathāmritam Tapta Jivanam Kavibiriditam Kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Shrimadatatam Bhuvigrunanti Ye Bhuridajana. We are studying the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna and the conversations of 30th June, Monday, 1884. And Shashadhar has come and Thakur has talked for a long time with him from 4 to approximately 5:30. Now, in academic places, there is a person who gives a bell. Now here, there is nobody to give the bell. Thakur himself does everything. So he has understood that 1.5 hours stop has been sufficient as a session, and now a break is required. And that break he announces in this way. He has asked the Pandit, go and visit the temples and take a stroll in the garden. So it is like a recess. Go and visit the temples and take a stroll in the garden is like a recess in the school. It was about 5:30 in the afternoon. The Pandit left the room with his friends and several of the devotees. Actually, the devotees did not go with the Pandit. Devotees also left. They understood one session is over. After a while, the master went with M toward the bathing ghat on the Ganges. He said to M, Baburam now says, what shall I gain by study? So he has announced Baburam's Vairagya. On the bank of the river, he met the Pandit and said to him, aren't you going to the Kali temple? So he has not yet visited the temples. He is on the bank of the Ganges. The Pandit said, yes, sir, let us go together. Yes, sir, does not mean that let us go together. So he has done the strolling first and now temple. With a smiling face, Sri Ramakrishna proceeded to the temple. Through the courtyard, he said to the Pandit, though it is a recess, so some small talk or singing can be done. Listen to a song. He sang, is Kali, my mother, really black? So he'll go on singing about the Saguna Brahma. The naked one of blackest hue lights the lotus of the heart. Is she really black? She does not wear any clothes. She does not require. and blackest you. The appearance is black. She is not black actually. And that black appearance is full of illumination. Generally, black is the color associated with darkness. But her case is strange. She is dark means the world has vanished. That dark announces the Pralaya-karini, but that lights the lotus of the heart. That means she generates experience to the man. The lotus of the heart is lighted. So the man experiences her glory by destroying, she destroys the world in man's mind, and so man realizes her glory. That is the meaning of the song. As he was going through the courtyard, he quoted to the Pandit from a song, lighting the lamp of knowledge in the chamber of your heart, behold the face of the mother, Brahman's embodiment. So in continuation of that song, now the heart is lighted, and behold the face of the mother. So that light of the heart enables one to realize or see the mother. And what is the mother? In the second song, embodiment of Brahman, Brahmamayi. So Thakur is conveying his message. They came to the temple. Sri Ramakrishna saluted the Divine Mother, touching the ground with his forehead. Red hibiscus flowers, and bilwa leaves adorned the mother's feet. Her three eyes radiated love for her devotees, all the three eyes. The third eye is the eye of knowledge or wisdom, but that also is generating love for the devotees. Two of her hands were raised as if to give them boons and reassurance. Vara bhaya kara. Var means boon, abhaya means don't fear, assurance. Two of the right hands. And the two left hands, the other two hands held symbols of death. Khadga Munda, that is in the other two hands. She was clothed in a sari of Banaras silk. Banaras or Kashi was and is one of the places famous for silk. And so, in India, the silk was generally named after the place. Kanjivaram silk, Chandiri silk in Madhya Pradesh, like that. So, Banarasi silk. And was decked with ornaments. Referring to the image, one of the party remarked, I heard it was made by the sculptor Nabil. The master answered, yes, I know, but to me, she is the embodiment of spirit. Somebody might have sculpted that image, but for Thakur, it is the embodiment of Chit, consciousness, spirit. So he does not see the stone image at all. That is the important thing. On the first meeting of Master Mahashaya said, we should tell people that you should not worship the clay. Thakur said, where is clay? It is consciousness. So it depends upon the eyes of the man or the level of his consciousness. Same thing which ordinary people would see as stone or clay, the man who has realized God sees as consciousness everywhere, especially in the image. So Thakur saw her Chinmayi. Sometimes she appeared to him as a person with consciousness, special person, a god or deity. She is climbing the steps. The anklets are sounding, and no shadow is falling on the opposite wall. That is the speciality of the divine people. They are not made of clay at all in Thakur's vision. Same Kali. As Sri Ramakrishna was coming back to his room with the devotees, he said to Baburam, so now we see Baburam also, because to Master he had said, Baburam says like that. So in the beginning we see some devotees are present and they are going a little ahead or behind. So now Baburam is there and Sri Ramakrishna said to Baburam, come with us. So he was in a separate party. M also joined them for coming back. It was dusk, summertime, so the day was very big. The master was sitting on the semicircular porch west of his room toward the Ganges. Baburam and M sat near him. He was in a mood of partial ecstasy, little outside, little inside. Rakhal was not then living with Sri Ramakrishna, and therefore the master was having difficulties about his personal service. Several devotees lived with him, but he could not bear the touch of everyone during his spiritual moods. He hinted to Baburam, do stay with me. It will be very nice. In this mood, I cannot allow others to touch me. The Pandit entered the master's room after visiting the temples. Thakur visited Kali and came back. And there are other temples, Radhakrishna temple, Radhakrishna, and Shiva mandirs. So he visited some temples and came to Thakur's room. The master said to him from the porch, take some refreshments. The Pandit said that he had not yet performed his evening devotions. At once Sri Ramakrishna stood up and sang in an exalted mood. So the Pandit was still on the stage of karma, and so he has to follow a strict routine, and Sri Ramakrishna is above that. So Sri Ramakrishna immediately sang in an exalted mood, why should I go to Ganga or Gaya, to Kashi, Kanchi or Prabhas? They are the names of holy pilgrim places in India. Ganga river, Gaya is where the Vishnu is there, Shraddhas are performed. Kashi is supposed to be the center of India, the holiest of the holy places of Shiva and Annapurna Kali. Kanchi is in Tamil Nadu, South India. There we have the Kathāmrita, Kanchi. We have Kathāmrita there, and also Mother's place there. Shankaracharya's place also is there. Or Prabhas. Prabhas is on the west coast of the ocean, India, that is between Somnath and Dwarka. That is the holy place where the Yadavas ended their life, where Sri Krishna contracted his Leela, and it has been a holy place before us. So these holy places are mentioned so long as I can breathe my last with Kali's name upon my lips. So this Thakur is telling that the formalities of a ritualistic life are no more necessary when one is devoted to Kali, when the devotion has risen high. What need of rituals has a man? What need of devotions anymore? Devotions means spiritual exercises. If he repeats the mother's name at the three holy hours, three Sandhya, morning, mid-noon, and evening. Intoxicated with ecstatic love, the master said, how long should one perform devotions? So long as one's mind does not merge in God while repeating Om. So Om is the direct name of God, and while repeating Om, if the mind merges in God, then the rituals are not necessary. The karma level is over. Pandit, then let me eat the refreshments. I shall perform the devotions later. So Pandit is influenced by what Thakur says, though may not have reached that state. So Thakur will not allow him to do that. He only indicated that in this state that is not necessary. Master, no, I don't want to obstruct the current of your life. It is not good to renounce anything before the proper time arrives. So Thakur showed him the higher state, and he also tells him your is not yet arrived. When the fruit ripens, the flower drops off itself. So this karma will drop off. One shouldn't forcibly tear off the green branch of a coconut tree that injures the tree. So Thakur is very clear, karmas are not to be given up, they drop off when the mind rises. Surendra was about to leave. He invited his friends into his carriage. The master, still in an ecstatic mood, said, don't take more people than your horse can draw. Surendra took leave of Sri Ramakrishna. That means in the mood of obliging people, don't cross the limits. Surendra took leave of Sri Ramakrishna. The Pandit left the room to perform his worship. M and Baburam saluted the master. They were about to leave for Calcutta. Sri Ramakrishna was still in an ecstatic mood. Master to M, I cannot utter a word now. Stay a few minutes. M again took his seat and waited for the master's command. Sri Ramakrishna motioned to Baburam to take a seat and asked him to fan him a little. M also took part in rendering the personal service to the master. We have seen that June. Master to him tenderly, why don't you come here so frequently now? M, not for any special reason. I have been rather busy at home. Master, yesterday I came to know Baburam's inner nature. So other than the Pandit, Master's mind is dwelling on Baburam. That is why I have been trying so hard to persuade him to live with me. The mother bird hatches the egg in proper time. So Thakur knows every stage of every individual. Anything Baburam should now plunge directly into spiritual life. Boys like Baburam are pure in heart. They have not yet fallen into the clutches of woman and gold. Isn't that so? M. It is true, sir. They are still stainless. So he wants M to come to some judgment every time. Master, they are like a new pot. Milk kept in it will not turn sour. M. Yes, sir. Master, I need Baburam here. I pass through certain spiritual states when I need someone like him. He says he must not all at once live with me permanently, for it will create difficulties. His relatives will make trouble. I am asking him to come here Saturdays and Sundays, gradually, because that day there are crowds and Thakur wants protection. The Pandit entered the room with his friends. He had finished his devotion and was ready to eat the refreshments. One of the companions asked the master, "Shall we succeed in spiritual life? Please tell us what our way is." That is the one question asked to Mahapurushas in India. Master, you all have the yearning for liberation. So that is main again and again. If an aspirant has yearning, that is enough for him to realize God. Don't eat any food of the Shraddha ceremony. So do's and don'ts, Master is expert in them, not in the karmakanda sense. It is gone. Today it will create difficulties because one is already gone. This is two. I hope it comes back. There is no way. It seems today internet is slightly weak, so you'll have to bear with this disturbances. If an aspirant has yearning, that is enough for him to realize God. Huh. I was telling that what is helpful and what is obstructive, Thakur knows very well. Don't eat any food of the Shraddha ceremony. Shraddha is something done in honor of the dead ancestors. So if you eat that food, the sanskara of those people come into you. And so that is a strict injunction given to all spiritual aspirants, sannyasis or householders, that they want spiritual progress, they should not eat food of the Shraddha ceremony. That is enough. Live in the world like an unchaste woman. Unchaste woman is an example for him. That means she performs her household duties with great attention, but her mind dwells day and night on her paramour. Perform your duties in the world, but keep your mind always fixed on God. Beautiful for those who can, those who have yearning, they can have this. The Pandit finished eating his refreshments. Master to the Pandit, you have read the Gita, no doubt. It says that there is a special power of God in the man who is honored and respected by all. Yadyad vibhutimat sattam shrimad urjitameva tattadevavagachattam mama tejonsha sambhavam is given in the toward the end of the 10th chapter of Vibhuti Yoga. The Pandit quoted the verse from the Gita. Master, you surely possess divine power. Pandit, shall I labor with preservance to finish the task that I have accepted? So getting a support like he is asking the task I have taken of explaining Hinduism rituals, shall I continue with that? Sri Ramakrishna forced himself, as it were, to say yes. So he has not said yes with full being. He soon changed the conversation. He did not want to talk on that topic. Master, one cannot but admit the manifestation of power. Vidyasagar once asked me, has God given more power to some than to others? I said to him, certainly. Otherwise, how can one man kill 100? If there is no special manifestation of power, then why is Queen Victoria so much honored and respected? Don't you admit it? He agreed with me. The Pandit, so he is showing in Pandit, you have power, but the time is not yet right. The Pandit and his friends saluted the master and were about to take their leave. Sri Ramakrishna said to the Pandit, come again. One hemp smoker rejoices in the company of another hemp smoker. They even embrace each other, but they hide at the sight of people not of their own kind. A cow licks the body of her calf, but she threatens a strange cow with her horns. So, Thakur is giving so many examples that Thakur has liked him. He should come again and again. The Pandit left the room. With a smile, the master said, he has become diluted even in one day. Diluted was one of the words which Thakur knew in English. Melted is what he meant. Did you notice how modest he was? And he accepted everything I said. Moonlight flooded the semicircular porch. Sri Ramakrishna was still seated there. M was about to leave. Master tenderly, must you go now? M, yes, sir. Let me say goodbye. Master, I've been thinking of visiting the houses of the devotees. I want to visit yours also. What do you say? M, that will be very fine. So now we came to the conclusion of the day, June 30, and we now passed on to Thursday, July 3, 1884. That is that last day of the return car of the car festival. We have discussed that car festival, Ashad Shukla Dvitiya and Ashad Shukla Dashami, the 10th day, the Jagannath has gone to his auntie's house and from there he returns to his own house. So that is that day, return car festival. And that was celebrated with divine fervor in Balram Bose's house. Sri Ramakrishna was sitting in Balram Bose's house in Calcutta. It was the day of the return car festival. The Lord of the universe, Jagannath, was worshipped in Balram's house as Jagannath. There was a small car means chariot, in the house for use during the car festival. Ratha Yatra is not called chariot festival in English, it is called the car festival. Oh, okay. Balram's father was a pious Vaishnava who devoted most of his time to prayer and meditation in his garden house at Vrindavan. A lot of problems will come. Yeah. Balram's father was a pious Vaishnava who devoted most of his time to prayer and meditation in his garden house at Vrindavan. He also studied devotional books and enjoyed the company of devotees. Balaram had brought his father to Calcutta to meet the master. Sri Ramakrishna was in a very happy mood. Seated near him were Ram, Balaram, Balaram's father, M. Manomohan, and several young devotees. He was conversing with them. So Master Mashal opened with a scene. Master, to Balaram's father and the others, the Bhakta Mal is one of the Vaishnava books. It is a fine book. It describes the lives of the various Vaishnava devotees, but it is one-sided. I repeat, Master, to Balram's father and the others, the Bhakta Mal is one of the Vaishnava books. It is a fine book. It describes the lives of the various Vaishnava devotees, but it is one-sided, that which Thakur does not like at all. It is not. It is wrong to be one-sided because you are limiting God by your own mind. You may like one, you may follow that, but it does not mean you should criticize the others. At one place, the author found peace of mind only after compelling Bhagavati, the Divine Mother, to take her initiation according to the Vaishnava discipline. Tell you what. I repeat, the one-sidedness of Bhaktamal. At one place, the author found peace of mind only after compelling Bhagavati, the Divine Mother, to take her initiation according to the Vaishnava discipline. Terrible narrowness. Shall we stop or shall we continue a little? I remember one incident in Chandigarh. There was a family who were the Gaudiya Math devotees. And the daughter of that family took initiation in the Ramakrishna Math at Chandigarh. And when those teachers came to know and they came to their house, they said, but the liberation will be achieved only by Mahamantra and not by any other initiation. So here we see the Devi herself is I want to push off or stop. Let us push off in between. What harm is there? Oh, I think now I understand. I understand now. Okay. Once I spoke highly of Vaishnav Charan to Mathur and persuaded him to invite Vaishnav Charan to his house. Mathur welcomed him with great courtesy. He fed his guest from silver plates. Then do you know what happened? Vaishnav said in front of the mother, you will achieve nothing whatsoever in spiritual life unless you accept Krishna as your ideal. Mathur was a follower of the Shakta cult and a worshipper of the Divine Mother. At once his face became crimson. I nudged Vaishnav Charan. I understand that the Bhagavata also contains, so he's telling about the narrowness of the Vaishnava. I understand that the Bhagavata also contains some statements like that. Though otherwise it's a great book. I'm not leaving that. I understand that the Bhagavata also contains some statements like that. I hear that it is said there that trying to cross the ocean of the world without accepting Krishna as the ideal deity is like trying to cross a great sea by holding to the tail of a dog. Try to belittle each sect magnifies its own view. The Shaktas too try to belittle the Vaishnavas. The Vaishnavas say that Krishna alone is the helmsman to take one across the ocean of the world. The Shaktas retort, oh yes, we agree to that. Our Divine Mother is the Empress of the universe. Why should she bother about a ferry boat? Therefore, she has engaged that fellow Krishna for that purpose. All love. So the way accepting that thing but turning on them. Besides, now some more narrowness is showing. How when people are about their own sex, there are weavers in the village near Kamarpukur. Stop. Now, how much more to read and stop? Now decide. Good mind. Up to this, There are weavers in the village near Kamarpukur. Many of them are Vaishnavas and like to talk big. They say, which Vishnu does he worship? The preserver. Oh, we wouldn't touch him. Or which Shiva are you talking about? We accept the Atmaram Shiva. Or again, please explain to us which Hari you worship. They spin their yarn and indulgent talk like that. So only talk. Narrowness comes when no experience is there. Now I get it. Huh? Rati's mother, Rani Katyayani's favorite confidant, is a follower of Vaishnava Charan. She is a bigoted Vaishnava. She used to visit me very frequently, and none could outdo her in devotion. One day she noticed me eating the prasad from the Kali temple. Since then, I haven't seen even her shadow. He indeed is a real man who has harmonized everything. Most people are one-sided, but I find that all opinions point to the one. All this is specially for Balram's father. All views, the Shakta, the Vaishnava, the Vedanta have that one for their center, one without a second, capital one. He who is formless is again endowed with form. It is he who appears in different forms. The attributeless Brahman is my father. God with attributes is my mother. Whom shall I blame? Whom shall I praise? The two pans of the scales are equally heavy. That was a couplet from Kabir. He who is described in the Vedas is also described in the Tantras and the Puranas. All of them speak about the one Satchidananda. The Nitya and the Leela are the two aspects of the one reality. It is described in the Vedas as Om Satchidananda Brahman, in the Tantras as Om Satchidananda Shiva, the ever pure Shiva, and in the Puranas as Om Satchidananda Krishna. All the scriptures, the Vedas, the Puranas, and the Tantras speak only of the Satchidananda. It is stated in the Vaishnava scriptures that it is Krishna himself who has become Kali, if you read it properly. I think we better stop here today. It is getting disturbed. And I understood that perhaps my internet subscription is over. Okay. If the light comes, I will chant the stotras. Closing song. Oh, so today we stop here. Om Tava Kathāmritam Tapta Jivanam Kavivirīditam Kalmashāpaham Shravanamangalam Śrīmadātatam Bhuvi Grunanti Ye Bhurida Jana. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.